Welcome to I Have a Theory, Episode 1. Today's topic, the Mayan calendar. Okay, people, I don't know how this got started, this media frenzy of mass hysteria, but it's just not true. I mean, first of all, how do we know what the thing says? I mean, it's a round stone with carvings on it. And, I know everybody says, oh, no, it's a calendar, and it foretells, the world, the end of the world as we know it. Okay, first of all, if something were to say the end of the world as we know it, that could mean anything. That could mean that from now on we're going to all have gills and be living underwater. Okay, and for two, how do we know it foretells the end of the world? How do we know anything about it? The Mayans were an ancient civilization, an ancient culture, who had their own ways of doing things. I mean, the guy who made this thing, if it is a calendar, okay, that's a big if, because we don't know, really. We have absolutely no idea. If it really is a calendar, maybe the guy just got tired of making it. Maybe the guy that was making it died, and no one knew exactly what he was doing. And maybe the guy's wife said, hey, you, bum, go get a job, stop sitting there carving on this stone all day. I mean, seriously, how do we know, alright? And I read an article online that said, researchers think that the end of the world that the Mayans were predicting could have already happened, or the date could be off by some 500 years, or more. So, this whole panic frenzy about the end of 2012, I believe it's December 12th, 2012, 12/12/12, yeah, that's really foretelling the end of the world right there, is going to, be the end of it. We're all going to go bye-bye. I don't know. I mean, I heard a psychic once say that, she couldn't see anything past 2012. Well, what does that mean? I mean, there's a lot of ambiguity in foretelling, I don't know. I mean, do I believe in psychics and foretelling the future? I don't know. But I know I don't believe that the Mayan calendar foretells the end of the world. There's just not enough hard evidence. There's really no evidence on it. I've read in books that the pictographs on it, the pictures, depict the different counting, symbols for the Mayans, or the days of the week, and this many symbols meant this, and that many of that symbol meant something else. But that is a modern day scientist or researcher's interpretation of it. We really don't know if that's really what they meant by it. I mean, they could have meant something completely different. It could have stood for, people, it could have been people's names. It could have just been pretty pictures that they decided to draw. We don't know 100%. And I know a lot of researching in anything in life, you have to have a little faith, a little belief behind it. But you also have to have a little bit of reality behind things. And I just don't think that the end of the world, is a real reality, something that we should be worried about. Because in all honesty, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the world is going to end in 2012. Well, if it does, then we better live for the time we got before that, because it's nothing we can do. We can't stop the end of the world, okay? But we can keep, the world clean while we have it, recycling, living a little greener, not polluting. Well, trying not to pollute, but other than that, don't get freaked out about this whole Mayan calendar thing. There's no point. Because whether it's true or not, there's nothing we can do. The world's going to end if it wants to end. And freaking out and doing a whole panicked Y2K thing isn't going to save us. In reality, it'll probably hurt us some, So, just sit back and enjoy the year we have left, or the 100 years we have left. Just live your life and be thankful for the days you have.